As America grows older and we move into our golden years, our needs and concerns change, and sometimes drastically. Now, the City of San Diego, along with the Park and Recreations Department, have devised a program to address those needs and concerns. The Senior Citizen Service. Now, with us today, we have Christy Finnick. Now, Christy is a recreational specialist with the Park and Recreation Department. And joining her is Billy Abbott. And Billy is a long-term volunteer with the Senior Citizen Service. So, Christy, Billy, welcome to PACE TV, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell us, Christy, a little bit about the Senior Citizen Service.
Sure. The program started in 1961, and our office is located in this lobby of the City Administration Building, which is at 202 C Street. So for people that take public transportation, it's actually very easy to get to. The trolley drops off right in front. The buses run quite often down there as well. We're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We service approximately about 500,000 seniors per year, doing providing different services that we offer down there.
That's remarkable. That's a lot of people and a lot of activity going on down there. Now, tell us a little bit about the type of services that you provide as far as for the public or for the senior citizen.
Sure. From our office downtown, we do a lot of information and referral on transportation resources, housing assistance. We give out a lot of resources. People are calling constantly, stopping by our office. We also have a senior employment program, which basically we have a senior aide in our office that works part-time, and she helps other seniors get part-time work by referring them out. Often she'll help seniors helping seniors, or just placing a senior at a job site that she's heard of an opening.
Now, how about someone who might have some difficulty with their rent or with their landlord?
We have rental rebate assistance, and it comes up every year in July. And we have all the forms at our office, so folks can come down and get the forms if they don't get them at their house. But we also have volunteers that do that assistance, so people can come down and meet with us weekly during the time of July through September, and we assist them with filling out those forms.
Wonderful. Now, Billy, I understand you have a senior ID card program as well as a discount. How does that work?
Well, the seniors register with the desk, and then I take the picture and we laminate it, and we do the seniors for if you're 50 years old or older, and then the 60 years you can get a transit ID, which means that you can ride the buses for $1 and the trolleys for $1. And then we can give you 2 cards if you're over 60. Each card costs you $2. We can put them together. If you want to just carry one, you can have them back to back. We'll do them either way, any way you want to.
Now, how long are they good for?
Well, they're for 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
So that's quite a deal for $1.
For $2.
$2.
$2.
That's quite a deal.
Yeah.
And you also have other activities. You have social services that you'd work out of the office as well, social activities. The one thing that I wanted to talk about a little bit, and I found remarkable, is that you have a legal assistance for your senior citizens. And I found that very interesting. In fact, I think we had a little interview with one of your volunteer attorneys.
Yes, we're very fortunate to have Jamie Levine currently comes to our office on the second and third Thursday of every month. In the morning, you do need to make an appointment before coming down. And we're very lucky. He comes down and he does this free legal assistance through our office. And that's Jamie Levine.
So hopefully we'll take a look and see what Jamie had to say for us today.
Mm-hmm.
I work for a nonprofit organization called Senior Citizens Legal Services. We provide legal services to anyone in San Diego, any resident of San Diego, over the age of 60. If anyone wants to contact us, the phone number is 858-565-1392. We have a very diverse practice in our office. We help residents of San Diego with almost any kind of legal issue. If it's something we ourselves cannot handle, we eventually will refer it to an attorney who will be able to handle it. But for example, We deal with landlord-tenant situations. We deal with social security problems, Medi-Cal problems, real estate problems. We help people prepare wills. We do powers of attorney, and we have a separate trust department, but we do low-level estate planning. We help people plan for the future. All of our services are free of charge. We are a nonprofit organization, so we do accept donations. So if anyone wants to donate something to our organization, it's greatly appreciated. However, there is absolutely no cost to our clients for doing any of the legal work that we have to do. Our services are provided on an appointment-only basis. So you would have to call our office and make an appointment with one of the attorneys. Either it would be at the City Administration Building, or it might be at one of our other locations in San Diego. The phone number for our office is 858-565-1392. If you are bedridden, if you are unable to get to one of our locations, we do provide a home support service, so an attorney would be able to meet you at your residence. Our office where I work is open generally Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, 8 to 5. City Administration Building right now, we see clients every second and third Thursday of the month from 9 to noon.
That was a remarkable interview. I was really amazed that that service was available. And it's remarkable that you get so much done in that office with so few people, or all volunteers. Explain a little bit about that, Billy, how that works.
Well, we have about 35 a month that volunteer down there at different times. When we take the senior ID and the city employees ID pictures, there's about 6 of us that work down there, and we work from 9:30 until 12:30. And it's a great group. All the volunteers get along so well, and we have a real good time.
It looks like at the time I spent there looking at the office, everybody seems to be enjoying what they do. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, Christy, is you have a newsletter that's available to anybody, I guess.
We do.
Tell us a little bit about the newsletter.
We do. We have a quarterly newsletter. It's called The Scroll, and it is available to anybody, senior or not. We mail out about 4,500 every quarter, and we drop them off at different senior centers, or they're just mailed to different individuals. I am always encouraging people, please get on our mailing list. People think they have to pay for it, but they don't. Inside the Scroll, we have all our programs that we offer, all the recreational, the social activities that we do. We also have different issues, senior issues, services that we provide or other programs might provide. We also, usually we have a community page in there. So different community activities that are coming up, we let folks know about. So call us at 619-236-6905 and say you would like to receive our newsletter.
Well, you might get a call from me.
I hope so.
You never know. That is wonderful. I wanted to talk a little bit about one of the senior centers
Yes.
in Mira Mesa.
Yes.
And we had an opportunity to stop by there and speak to those folks there. And that's quite a remarkable operation. It seems to work very well. And I'd like to discuss just a little bit of some of the activities that go on there.
Sure. The Mira Mesa Senior Center is very novel. It is the actual building. It's a city building, but there's not city staff that run that. That is done purely by volunteers, and volunteers keep coming up here, but really it's key to a lot of the senior activities and how there can be programs out there. There's a board of governors that they have elections every couple years to change that board, but the activities, the daily maintenance of the building is solely up to the volunteers, and they have a number of activities out there. The services, just as we have the legal services, they also do legal assistance, housing, blood pressure, cholesterol checks there. They have which is really nice, a daily nutrition program. So seniors 60 years and older can come and have lunch there. Not only do you get lunch, but it's also just a nice social thing to come and do. Instead of eating at home, you can come out and eat with other people. There is a $3 donation for that. And they also have bread and pastry commodities on a daily basis there as well. I think they give that out about noon. And besides all that stuff, they do a lot of other social activities. They have card games. bingo offered. The adult education program also runs a lot of classes out of that center.
And there's a referral from there as well. If people need something in their community, they can get a referral from the center.
Yes, yes.
And I understand the coffee's free.
And the coffee's free. How did I forget that?
I had a great cup of coffee there, as a matter of fact. I had a wonderful time, and everybody seemed to enjoy themselves.
Yes.
And that's what makes you feel so good about how it works so well. Everybody cooperates, and so much gets done.
Well, the thing of it is, if you didn't like it, you wouldn't be there.
Absolutely, absolutely. The only time I got into trouble is I got into the kitchen, and it was like the chef in a restaurant. They looked at me, and I said, "Oh, all right, don't belong here."
And I know that Billy here lives in Claremont. And
There's a Claremont Friendship Center in on Bannock and by Claremont Mesa. That's a going concern. They have exercise classes. They have craft classes. They have nutrition you can eat there for the same price, $3. They have all kinds of card games, and they have a lot of books that you can take home with you, or magazines. They also have the bread and pastry program that you get.
It sounds like an all-encompassing program for people who need to be someplace, and that's the place to be. Now, speaking of places to be, you have a wonderful lounge in Balboa Park, tucked away someplace. It's so neat, and it looks like somebody's living room. It's wonderful. Tell us about that.
Well, the Balboa Park and Senior Lounge is located in the Casa del Prado, room 105. It's not a very big space. We're trying to make it as cozy as we can. It is open up to any senior that wants to come in. Balboa Park is a beautiful place to come and just to walk through. And the lounge was designed to have seniors be able to come in, sit down, relax for a while. That free cup of coffee is there also, maybe some cookies out. Bringing back volunteers, it's solely done by our volunteers. It's open Monday, actually 7 days a week now, due to our volunteers that we have coming out every day. And it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. right now. We're currently, now that we're approaching summer, we're trying to get some volunteers to work a little bit later so we can keep the lounge open till about 4 o'clock. So we're looking for some new volunteers for that. And besides just opening the doors and putting out the coffee, our volunteers also run some activities there, such as bingo, probably one of our more popular activities. We also have walks in the park once a week that a volunteer leads. We have drawing group, some folks that come and just listen to jazz music and talk about jazz. And we also visit the museums, so anybody that wants to go as a group instead of going by yourself, they do that. And a lot of people just like to come and just sit down and relax, pick up the newspaper. We have a lot of donated books, so people can just pull a book off. And it says take a book, leave a book, but we're not going to make you leave a book if you don't have one that day. So it's just a nice, friendly place to come and visit.
It's a great comfort zone. You just walk in and you sit down and you feel comfortable, and you really don't want to leave, which is so nice. You know? Now, I understand you also have day trips that you schedule. Billy, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we have a lot of day trips that we take. As a matter of fact, we recently, just Sunday, we went to Lawrence Welks, and we had lunch there, and then it's always Patsy Cline, which was a super program.
I bet.
And then we have trips to Las Vegas and Laughlin. We have trips to the museums in Los Angeles, and not so much in San Diego because people can get there by themselves. But we have and then we do also have buses that go to the casinos for a day trip.
That seems like my type of trip.
Okay, well, it's a fun trip, and even if you don't gamble, it's kind of a nice, just a nice bus ride.
So you chauffeur there by bus. You can have some light refreshments available on the bus.
On the longer trips, we have refreshments on the bus, and we play bingo, and we have magazines if you don't bring something along to read, and we also have a VCR that they show movies and stuff if you're interested.
That sounds like fun. That sounds
It is
like
fun.
great fun. Yeah.
You know what I really like about our trips is that, first of all, they're done by our volunteer escorts, which is wonderful. I always say that they know the trips better than I do, so I'm glad that they go along. But since we're not a travel agency, as part of the City of San Diego Park and Recreation, we're a nonprofit. So we can offer our trips at as low a possible cost as you can get. So really for your money, I think we offer some good trips.
Sounds great. Billy, how long have you been escorting these trips?
Over 20 years.
So I guess you know your beans.
Well, I try.
Sounds wonderful. Sounds like something I'd like to do someday.
Well, do.
Great. Now, there's also some great social activities aside from the trips. You have dances, wonderful dances at Balboa Park. Tell us a little bit about those.
Well, currently we have 2 dances a month at the Balboa Park Club, and it's a beautiful ballroom. If you've never been there before, you got to try it out. There are the 2nd and 4th Thursdays of the month from 1 to 3:30. We always have a live band, different ones each time, but they're always real good. We serve some refreshments, we give away some raffle prizes,
Great,
a nice place to come and socialize. And we just recently started offering dance lessons on one of those dances,
Well,
so
that-
right before.
That brings us right to Russ, Russ Maples. We have Russ Maples is one of our instructors, and this is the perfect time to see
Yes.
what Russ has to say about
Great.
that. Great.
This is my first class today, and I'm teaching waltz. I've been in the business professionally since 1975. I worked at Arthur Murray's for 2.5 years, and then I went to many different studios around town. So I've been in the business now for 31 years. I teach American style ballroom. I can teach international, but usually most of my people want American style ballroom. I can teach any touch dance there is. I can teach country western. I can teach disco hustle. Any of those where the partners touch. I teach at the Kimball Senior Center in National City. Tuesday morning 10 to 11, and Wednesday afternoon 1 to 2, and Saturday morning 10 to 11. And once a month I have a tango class and dance party the 2nd Saturday of every month. From 4 to 5 I have the tango class, and from 5 to 7 I have a dance party. My classes run anywhere from 15 to 25 people, and my party usually runs 25 to 40. Like Bob Barker said, come on down.
That was a great interview, and you had quite a few people at these dances.
We do. You know, I love going there myself. We used to have them once a month, and now we're doing them twice a month. And I always tell people I'd rather be at the dances in the office. So we might do it weekly, who knows? But we usually get about 150 to 180 seniors that come out every time.
That's
It's
great.
a nice crowd.
And this is at the Balboa Hall?
It's at the Balboa Park Club in Balboa Park. And again, you can call our office to get directions to come down there.
Great. Now, Billy, there are some other things that are going on that are very interesting. You have a art show.
We have an art show that there's artists and photography and other mediums, that whatever you do, and it's on display at the City Administration Building for about 2 weeks, and then they give first, second, and honorable mention. But a lot of people don't realize what kind of talents they've got until they
I'll bet. I'll bet.
try this art show.
And then there's photography as well.
Yes.
And then you have crafts.
We have a crafts show the first part of November in Balboa Park, and it's there. You can come there and buy Christmas presents that are unique,
I'll bet.
and they have Afghans. Anything that you want is on sale.
That sounds wonderful. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about something that I found quite enjoyable, and this is the Senior Talent Contest and Show.
Well, if you've never been down, it's generally in March, the Thursday around St. Patrick's Day. And if you've never come down, you're missing a great show, and it's free. And you really hate to leave because you might miss something that's real good. There's amateurs and there's professionals, so the amateurs are not competing against the
Wonderful.
professionals.
Now, I had an opportunity to interview a lovely lady, Eva Fry, at her beautiful home, and we discussed just this subject about the talent contest and show. So let's take a look and see how that went.
Okay.
Now, Eva, I understand that you're involved in the Senior Citizen Talent contest here in San Diego.
Yes, I am, Mike. I entered the contest several years ago, and I became the MC 5 years ago.
How exciting that must be for you. It sounds like a lot of fun. Now, tell us a little bit about the contest. How do you produce it? How is it put together?
Well, the contest is, an open call for anyone that's a senior citizen, and I believe that starts at the age of 50, and they just send in an application. They can see an ad in the paper, and they can come and perform their talent.
Now, is it like an audition?
No audition. No, we have a limit. We have about 55 contestants, and so anyone can come.
Now, as far as cost goes, is there an entry fee for the contestant?
There's no cost. It's free for the contestant, and it's free for the audience. And it's a fun day. It's like a 4 to 5 hour day, and it's just so fun because the talent is incredible.
Now tell us where and when this contest takes place.
Every month we have it, not every month, pardon me. Every year we have it down in Balboa Park on the third Thursday of March.
Once a year.
Once a year.
That sounds wonderful. And the only requirement for a contestant is?
Their age and having a talent.
And that age is?
50 and anything. We have people that are well into their 80s that perform. I think probably the oldest is almost 90.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. And you have costumes as well?
They have all kinds of costumes. Beautiful little costumes, just like going to Las Vegas. Young ladies who are in their 60s, 70s with cute little legs and cute little outfits.
It sounds wonderful. How long has this been going on?
It's been going on for 31 years.
Wow.
Down in the city of San Diego.
And after, as you said, after the contest is over, there are some performers that are selected to go on and do a show again at the San Diego Fair.
Yes, at the City of San Diego Fair in June, I believe it is this year. I think it's the 23rd of June this year.
Is that right?
We pick the winners, many of the winners that were in the contest, and we have a wonderful show we put together, and it's very good, very professional, and very, very entertaining.
Well, I know I'd like to be there, so you might see me in the audience one of these fine days.
Oh, good. Maybe we could get you on the stage.
So as a stagehand, maybe, to move some scenery around.
Not to sing?
That might work. Well, as first runner-up of the Miss Senior California contest, and what's happened to you since then?
Well, that was an exciting thing to become first runner-up in the Miss Senior America California contest, and I was in it last year. I do a lot of performing. The city of San Diego has a list of performers that any of the people that need entertainment can call up, and we can go perform. So I entertain at a lot of senior places, and I just have fun sharing my talent, I guess.
Now, this is something that you've just recently gotten involved with, isn't it? And it's something that you didn't do before.
Oh, no, I didn't do it before. I've been the MC, and I had a lot of people, say, go in the pageant. I said, no, I don't want to be in a pageant. My husband said, go in the pageant, and I thought, well, I'll do it because I started my career in the entertainment business at the age of 60. And so I wrote a book called You Must Have a Dream, and I worked with young people. And I have a book called Letters from Juvenile Hall. So I thought if I could have some recognition in this pageant, then maybe it would help me with my books.
So the pageant is like a vehicle for you to get other things done.
It is, but the pageant is more than that. It gives people of elegance, ladies who are 60, the opportunity to encourage younger people to believe that they can do great things in their lives. It's not like a beauty contest. It's a contest to prove that we can be elegant and that we can do amazing things and make a difference in the world, even when we're older. It's a wonderful vehicle for all of us.
I imagine that if someone who is has no background in performing and entertaining, when they get on stage and they do perform, there must be some wonderful blossoming that you see sometimes.
Well, it's exciting. For me, it was that way. I started on stage shaking. I had to have a long dress because my knees would not. But it's been so exciting to have the opportunity to, be able to live a talent that you have and discover you've got one that maybe you didn't know you had, and then go out and share it. It's such a wonderful thing to be able to do and to make people happy. When I go to senior centers and sing for them and tell them my jokes and they're happy, I think, what a wonderful gift to me. I love it.
And a gift to others as well.
Yes.
Now, if a viewer watching the show would like to be part of your talent contest, how would they go about doing that?
Well, if they call the City of San Diego and call Milia Casio in Senior Services or call Christy Fennick, they will tell them all of the details, and we'll just be so happy to have them.
Well, Eve, I can't tell you how enjoyable this interview has been. I want to thank you so much, and I want to wish you so much luck
Thank
in
you,
your
Mike.
endeavors.
Thank you. And I encourage all those seniors to get out there and live their dreams.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you. What a great interview. Well, Chris, we only have a few seconds left. Is there anything you'd like to tell our viewers before we leave?
Just one quick thing, Mike. I appreciate the time. We happily accept any donations as a nonprofit. We strive on them, so just contact our office.
Thank you. Now, Billy, you're a remarkable woman. I understand you were once a postmaster.
Yes.
And how long have you been doing what you're doing?
25 years.
Remarkable. And what do you love most about it?
The people. You see different people all the time. And in the post office, I was the only one there, so I met everybody every day coming to get their mail. And so I'm real happy to have the contact with the public.
Well, it shows in your ability, it shows in what you've done. And I can't thank you enough for both being here. Thank you very much, and good luck to you all.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity.
You're quite
Thank
welcome.
you for the opportunity.
It was wonderful. My pleasure.